up, nerds? Today is April 15th, 2013, and it is the 15th day... three fives. 15th day of Vlog Every Day in April. We're officially halfway through. I'm pretty sure this is like the best I have ever done in terms of Vlog Every Day in a month thing, like Vlog Every Day in April, or Vlog a lot of August, or whatever, or just like on tour or something. This is the most consistent I have been, so I'm a little bit proud of myself for making it this far, and I am going to make it all the way until the 30th. Alright guys, here's the deal. So, right now it's actually the 16th day of Vlog Every Day in April. I didn't really like what I had for yesterday's vlog. It wasn't really anything interesting. And because I had helped Luke for most of the day setting up stuff in his room, kind of getting it all in order finally, turning it into a room and like a living space. So anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and do a two-part video in which I asked you today for some questions on Twitter and Facebook. So let's jump right in. So I actually asked you guys if I was the only one that's really not that into ice cream or froyo or custard or whatever other like frozen things that you eat with a spoon, or you could even get on a cone or in a cup or whatever. It's not that I dislike ice cream, it's good stuff. I would eat it if it was in front of me and I was hungry, but I don't know, I just never really have like a hankering for some ice cream, or never really would feel like I would go out of my way to go and get ice cream unless I was going with a big group of people or something like that. What do you guys think? Are you big into ice cream or ice cream related products? All that whole frozen treats world? I don't know. First question from you guys is, what are the top 5 things on your bucket list? I have not actually put a lot of thought into this, but one of them would definitely be to go skydiving. I have not ever been skydiving, and I think it would be a lot of fun. It's one of those things where you just like have no control once you jump out of an airplane from thousands and thousands of miles above the ground, and all that you have to protect you is a little parachute, and then probably like a guy strapped on your back making sure things are going correctly. But anyway, I think it'd just be awesome. And I guess on a similar note, probably as a number 2, to try wing gliding, but that's probably something that you have to be much more experienced in, like skydiving and all that stuff, jumping out of planes. But basically you have like a wingsuit that there's like kind of webbing between your limbs that you can like retract and go out and like be able to glide around and like actually fly around. Pretty cool. I think that would be awesome. Something that you should go check out like videos on YouTube for if you have never seen anything like that. I don't know. It's hard for me to pick other things for a bucket list. If you could have any superpower, what would it be and why? Well, that kind of relates, I guess, to my last bucket list question, where I think I would maybe choose flying. A few vlogs back I talked about a dream I had where I like was able to fly, and it was pretty awesome, and I think skydiving / wingsuiting around, similar to that, be pretty awesome to be able to fly. Make transportation a lot easier, a lot cheaper. You could like I could open up my door, jump out, and fly to Florida or something. Or I could just fly to Portland for LeakyCon. Next question, why did you start on YouTube? Well, basically, once Luke and I had moved out here to LA from Iowa, and we were still wanting to do music stuff, but at that point MySpace was kind of on its way out, and you know, that was the best way to kind of have online music made available easily to people and to kind of build an audience. But once MySpace was gone, there wasn't really anything else other than YouTube, so I was like, hey, YouTube, get to make some videos and put out my music. It's a win-win. Next question, what's your favorite place to shop? I don't know exactly what kind of shopping you mean, but if you're talking like groceries, I don't know, Ralph's is pretty good here in LA, I guess. If you're talking like clothes, I don't know. I usually just buy nerdy t-shirts at random places or at some random place online, I don't know. No particular favorite places to shop. I don't do a lot of shopping myself. What YouTubers would you love to collab with? I actually have a very long list of YouTubers that I would love to collab with. Dave Days and Alex Goot. Just moved in with them. I'd love to collab with them. I think that'd be fun. Mike Falzone, he's a good buddy of mine. I think it'd be really fun to do something with him. Lindsay Sterling, she's awesome. It'd be super sweet to do something nerdy with her. In terms of not musicians, I don't know. I think it'd be really fun to do something with Grace, Daily Grace. That just seems like it would inevitably be a lot of fun. Also, I feel like it'd be fun to collab with Will Wheaton, even though he doesn't do a ton of stuff on YouTube, but we have a lot of similar interests. Which of the Harry Potter movies is your favorite? My favorite book is Half-Blood Prince, and I thought the movie was really well done. I think it was like the first one that was actually like really awesome, really solid all the way through. It also, they didn't do a couple like very minor things that were my favorite parts in the book in the movie, so I don't know if that really matters that much, but I really enjoyed the 6th movie as well. It was just really awesome. What's your favorite type of music or your favorite band? I don't really have a favorite band, I guess. I don't know, as I was learning to play guitar and stuff, probably one of my favorite bands at that time and one of my biggest musical inspirations was Van Halen. I actually like a lot of 80s rock, synth, whatever music. It's just really powerful, really like epic, and also very melodic and pretty sometimes. So it was just kind of the whole package. Pepsi or Coke? I've always been confused about this myself, because I feel like sometimes I like Coke more and sometimes I like Pepsi more. Like Coke is much more universal, like it's pretty much at every restaurant ever, and it always is amazing when you are super thirsty and you get an ice cold Coke. But at the same time, I always used to drink Pepsi at this one job that I had. It was like my first real job, and there was a fridge there that had just a bunch of soda in it, and I would always go in and you would like drop in a quarter and you could take soda or whatever. So I really loved Pepsi at that point, but overall I would say I'd probably have to go with Coke, just because I like a lot of the other Coca-Cola products as well, more than the rest of the Pepsi products. Is that a weird reason to pick Coke? I don't know. Am I going to be at LeakyCon in June? Yes, I will be in Portland for LeakyCon in June. Will you guys be there? Am I going to see you there? But yeah, that is going to be another Ministry of Magic show where all of us are actually there again. It's pretty exciting because it's pretty hard to make that happen these days with 6 of us in Ministry of Magic and all of us being spread out all over the country. Actually now the continent, I guess. I will be there. So, as I said earlier, I could live without ice cream or froyo or whatever else similar to that. But what food could I not live without? I think my favorite food of all time is bacon, but as many of you know, it's fairly annoying to make bacon. It just takes a while, you have to get all greasy, and then you have a greasy pan, and then you have a greasy stove where all the grease was like exploding out of the pan. So it's kind of a mess, and it just takes a while, and although even with all of that, I would still say it is totally worth it to cook bacon yourself, or just go and buy it at a restaurant. I don't think that that would be the food I would not want to live without. I would say probably overall either macaroni and cheese or pizza. Because macaroni and cheese is just good all the time. And pizza, good all the time. Especially delivery pizza. You can just call somebody and be like, hey, I need a pizza. Alright, we'll be there in 30 minutes or less. And then you get yourself a pizza. And then you eat it. Someone asks if I will do a Draw My Life video. I could do that. I think I could do a Draw My Life video. Would you guys like to see a Draw My Life video? Well, that is it for part 1. Go click over there on the Nintendo wall. Big, nice annotation. You can go see part 2 of these question answerings. Well, go on. There's nothing left for this video. This is going to be the end. You and me now, and the annotation.